You already know. This is Peach. And tonight, I'm in the NICU with the babies. I held baby B first, and now I'm holding baby A, my big boy. We just finished breastfeeding. He did a good job, but we still have milk coming through the little feeding tube that's in his nose as well. But he did a good job. He did a great job latching, sucking. Yeah, you enjoyed yourself. He enjoyed himself. He gonna be a pro. I really think my baby gonna be home next week, but I don't know. But that's what I think gonna happen. All my other kids are home asleep. Yeah, you did a good job. I'm proud of you. Yeah. What? What happened? Hmm? But I hope you all are doing well. Yeah, he laughing. Yeah. You happy your mama in here? Say, girl, about time. He enjoying his little self in the. They love skin to skin. Yeah. Say, I like doing skin to skin with my mama. Say, I enjoy my mama. But I hope you all are well. What else you want to say, huh? I think he's going to be very chatty like his mama. Y'all know I'm chatty. I could talk for forever. I think he's going to be the same way. What else happened, huh? Hmm? Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I have to edit my videos. I have them up tomorrow. We'll be back on the schedule tomorrow. Hey, what's up? What's up? This is baby A. This is baby A. He's breathing on his own. He can drink a bottle. We just latched him to my boob. He did okay with that. So I think he's gonna breastfeed like a pro. Like he did a great job. Um, he still has a feeding tube in his nose, but when he starts drinking 100% on his own, then we'll go ahead and remove the feeding tube. Other than that, he's not on anything. He's doing great. He in here laughing. He's literally in here laughing and talking. Yeah. Yeah. So I held baby B first. I held him for 2 hours. And I did that live on TikTok and stuff. And I read to him. I'm going to read to him. I'm talking about he in my shirt cutting up. What you thinking about? Huh? Huh? He in here having him a little ball. Yeah, this crump crump. This my crump baby. He liked the chatty. He liked me talking. He like all that. His brother, mm-mm. His brother like quietness. The girl, hush, chill out. Him, I could see me and him dancing and all that together. We gonna be hanging out. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully. I want them to come home together, but one of the nurses, she was like, no, you don't. You want them to come home separate. She was like, it's going to be so much easier. I'm like, no, it's not. It's going to be harder. Like, you're going to have one baby at home. You still got to come up here to see the other baby. Then you're going to feel even guiltier because the other baby is still here. So you feel like, oh my God, you got to be here even more often. Yeah. What you want to say, huh? What do you want to say? He enjoying this. When I say they love doing skin to skin with me, and I love doing skin to skin with them, the feeling is mutual. Yeah, I'm happy too. I'm happy too. Trying to make sure he cozy, but they love it. Thank you. Thank you. Me neither. He still has yet to go next door to meet his brother. And I feel like he should be able to go because he like on less stuff. But not yet. Why can't they be together? Because our NICU is separate. Each baby needs separate levels of care. Like even tonight, they have separate nurses. Some nights they have the same nurses. It just depends. Thank you. It just depends. But he enjoying his little self. Thank you. Yeah. And what else? Hmm. You happy your mama here? And I smell so good. Oh my God. I know he enjoying every moment. He probably like, oh, this lady smell like heaven. She smells so good. Yes, they have been named already, guys. But we're going to call them Baby A and Baby B. That's it for now. Thank you. I'm like, dang, I gotta hurry up and buy a new car. Like, oh my goodness. I got a lot of stuff to do. I don't drink coffee. Thank you. We're not sharing. Thank you. Yeah. My other baby, he pooped. Well, they both pooped. I just changed his diaper for the first time. He pooped. His brother pooped. Like, they pooped at the same time. As soon as I was holding them, he, like, scrunched up. He was screaming, like, fussy. I was like, I think he got to poop because how he kept bending in. And then finally he said, like one of them little breast milk farty poops. And he did it. It was a little stinky, and I was enjoying every moment. Then I came over here. His nurse was like, well, do you want to change him? I'm like, well, I never changed him before, so sure. I feel like he's big enough. And when I went and changed him, he pooped. I was like, but I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Y'all know Wonderful and Phenomenal. They like twins. They only 2 years apart. So it's pretty simple. They really not even a full 2 years apart. They like 20 months apart. Then these babies 18 months apart with their brother. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna get a bigger vehicle if I can afford one. The stuff I seen today, I was like, oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. I could tell, I mean, most people think Wonderful and Phenomenal twins, but you could tell them apart, I feel like, because Wonderful is taller than Phenomenal, but Phenomenal is a little stocky, like he like short and chubby. And then Wonderful is just tall and slim. I think that's how you could tell them apart. And then Wonderful went from wearing 18 months to 3T. I said, well, how you going to just skip 24 months? Just skipped it. He just got tall. The Kia Carnival that fits 11 is not available in America, only overseas. Thank you. My last five, I'm lying, my last 7 kids are all 18 months to 2 years apart. Gorgeous, well, McIntyre is 9, Gorgeous is 7, Amazing is 5, Wonderful is 3, Phenomenal is 1, and then the twins are 2 weeks old, 15 days old. So like everybody is just that last 7, 2 years apart. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and I know my baby's in good hands. Like this the same hospital Phenomenal was in, so I know that they're good. You ain't know that, yeah. My first two 4 years apart with my first three. Because Gregory is 17, Choice is 12. Maybe they 3.5 years, but Choice is 12. 17 minus, no, they 4 years. Yeah, because Choice going to be 13. So yeah, and then McIntyre is 9, 10, 11, 12. He's going to be 13. So they're like all 4 years apart, the first three. Then after that, every 18 months to 2 years, I had a baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all so kind. Appreciate you. Like I always say, it's room for improvement. Me as a mom, there's a lot of areas where I need improvement, but I know I'm a great mom. Of course, I could be better, especially when it comes to school. I definitely could be better. Thank you. If you weren't a content creator, what would you be doing? Running my own business, writing books, same kind of stuff I'm doing now, pretty much. Being a mom and a wife, helping my husband with his car wash. Most likely what I would be doing. Do I want more kids? Yes, but my husband don't. Would say he really gonna get a vasectomy this time. He's done. Me, I'm like whatever happens. Like I'm not I'm not opposed to more kids. I know when I was talking to my baby's doctor, I was like, I need to stop having kids. She was like, no, you don't. You have as many kids as you want, as many kids as you're willing to take care of. You a great mom. Don't listen to what nobody say about you. I was like, you know what? She right. But Wood is done. Wood is like, But he been saying that since. Wonderful. That he's done. It most likely will be a boy if we have another baby. It would be a boy. So I agree with Wood. Plus it's like I do need to let my body just heal. I've been having a baby every 18 months to 2 years. Like literally phenomenal 18 months old. And then I got 15-day-old twins. That's crazy. The next time it might be quadruplets. Thank you. Were you a minor when you was messing with Wood? Why? I was 16, he was 18. We went to high school together. So technically, I guess that would be a minor, but he had just turned 18. I had just turned 16. Well, you know what? I was 16. He was 17 going on 18 because our birthdays 10 days apart. Thank you. Yeah. I just went over my kids' ages. My kids are 17, 12, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, and 15 days old. Thank you. I wouldn't dare adopt a kid. I keep telling y'all, I don't have that much love for other people. I only love my kids. So, like, I'm going to be honest. I don't ever see me adopting kids. I wouldn't have no love in my heart for them. I don't like outsiders. Like, I feel like my family is the most important thing. Like, the family that I created. With the family I come from, they love outsiders. They believe in helping outsiders before family. So for me, it always made me not like outsiders. Like how you treat outsiders better than family. So I know me, I wouldn't have a love for other people's kids for a adopted child. So I would not, me personally, I would never do that. I would never adopt a child knowing that I can't love it because I know myself. I'm very self-aware. I don't even like kids. I hope y'all know that. I don't like kids. You'll never have to worry about a bunch of kids being at my house. I do not like kids. I love my kids. Like all the likes and love I have is literally just for mine. But if these were my kids, I wouldn't be bothered. Some people, when I tell them that, they think like it's cruel. But I'm just being honest. For me, it will always be a no. And then kids love me though. It's the weirdest thing. They love me. Oh my God, I be like, oh, why they like me? I always say I'd be in the grocery store, the little baby looking at me, peekaboo, peekaboo. Then after a while, it's like, girl, leave me alone. Play with your damn mama. Be looking at the mama like, if you don't get your kid, because I don't really like them that much. Thank you. But why you get mad if people don't want to be bothered with your kids? I don't get mad about that. I can relate to you with the outsider thing. My family is toxic, and I can totally understand your feelings. Thanks. But yeah, you are approachable. I am, but I don't like nobody. Like, I don't like people. I like being by myself. I like being with my husband. I like being with our kids. Other than that, the whole people thing, I don't like. I like temporary relationships. this milk like done. I like temporary relationships, you know? Like if I want to connect with other humans, I'll just sit at the bar while I eat, chit chat with people, tell them all my business, trauma dump, and go on about my business. After that, the chances of me seeing them again, never. I'll never see you again. I don't care. And I move on with my life. I'm more of the, I'm more of that kind of person. But like hanging out with people, building long-term relationships with people, I don't like that. Thank you. I'm that kind of person too. I think most of us are just like weirdo black sheeps then. Most people that like me. We weirdo black sheeps. We love helping people, being kind to them, but we don't like them. Thank you. You are just guarding your heart. I know, but I like it that way. Did I get the van? No. I still need a car and I need some more money to go with it. Thank you. So do your kids try to invite their friends to the house? Heck no. What friends? They each other friends. That's it and that's all. I don't never see me doing that. Like having a house full of kids. Uh-uh. I feel like I have too many kids. Like, y'all do know child on child abuse is a such thing. You shouldn't be having all them kids at your house. Your kids need to play with each other. They don't need nobody else. You don't never know how other people raise their kids. Don't let them come to your house. That's how I feel. It's my pleasure. Thank you. I was. Thank you. My pleasure. We haven't shared yet. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for being a part of the Peach Patch. She could have friends, but not like that. Like all that. I wouldn't allow anybody, kids, to sleep over my house. I have too many sons. So I would never, I don't care what kind of friends my daughter made, they ain't gonna never come and sleep at my house, no. My daughter would never be able to go sleep at anybody else's house. She's a girl. My boys can't either. It's a no. So no. If they have friends, their friends would be welcome to come like to amusement parks, skating rinks, like outdoor in public with us. But all that coming to our house, that's gonna always be a no for me. Always. Thank you. Yes, my babies have names. You can have friends. I think friends are fun or outdoors, doing stuff. Thank you. I'm mad I left my water way over there and I want it. Now I'm thirsty. Thank you. I'm holding baby A. It's my big guy. Mm. Yeah. Baby B's good. Still tiny compared to his brother, but he's good. He not drinking bottles and stuff yet, but he's rooting. So tomorrow I'm gonna offer him my breast, probably through a nipple shield, cause he's rooting. Like when I was doing skin to skin with him, he started licking me. So it's like, okay, he's rooting. Thank you. Yes, I could tell my kids apart. I knew my kids apart in my stomach. So yes, even when they came out, I was like concerned, like how I'm gonna be able to tell which one is baby crunk crunk and which one is calmness. But when they came out, they still had their same personality, so I could tell them apart. So I know who was who in my womb. Thank you. Y'all so kind. This milk done. I don't know. I think he coming home next week. I really do. Nobody told me that. No doctor has stated that. I just feel it. Like, I feel like next Friday he might be home, even though nobody has told me that. I just feel it as a parent. Like, you just know. I'm like, oh my God, that baby, that big baby, he gonna be home. The big one would. Somebody don't be calling my baby that. But my other baby, I feel like 2 more weeks. But once again, ain't no doctor told me that. So if next week come and he can't come home, I wouldn't be sad because no doctor said he coming home. I just feel like the way he's growing and developing, I could see it. Thank you. Yes. You know the answer to your question. Don't do that. I hate that. Y'all too grown. I tell my children don't do that. And y'all too grown. Y'all up at 12 something at night. It's 12:08 a.m. And you asking me questions you know the answer to. Don't do that. Thank you. Yep. My babies, they got to eat on their own too. That's a big part. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. It's cold. This morning when I took Gregory to school, it was like 40 something degrees. I think it was 48 or 43. Oh, it's 10 degrees. Oh, it's 12 where you at? 12. Still, you would be grown if you up this late watching somebody on YouTube. I will hope you're an adult. I think all kids after 10 o'clock, they should be in bed. I don't care if they 16, 17, 18. Anybody who got school in the morning should be in bed asleep. They shouldn't be on their phones. That's how I personally feel. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Nope, I don't have anything from my kids. I don't have a diaper. I have some wipes from their siblings, but I don't have nothing. No car seat, no onesies, no blankets, no bibs, nothing. But I ain't worrying. Yep. Babies are simple. I keep saying y'all in my comments, you should have things left over from your other kids. Well, I don't. And it don't matter. We'll just walk out and go buy everything. When I get the call saying, oh, baby's going to be coming home soon. We need a car seat. I'll literally go in the store and buy a car seat. And then I'll get diapers. And then I'll get onesies. And then they'll come home and they'll have stuff. Thank you. And it's something I always do. It's like nothing new. I always wait. Choice, I would say Choice was like my only child. Trusty Gregory, yes, I kind of prepared in advance for them. McIntyre, I bought his stuff probably 3 days before he was born. Gorgeous had a bunch of diapers and stuff for me couponing, but literally got her stroller and her car seat wood when I bought it after I had her. He went to Walmart, bought it, brought it back to the hospital. Like it's no big deal. And then I keep telling people my lifestyle is different now, thank God, where any anything I want, I literally could make it and go buy it. So it's not stressful. Kids also don't need much. Like my kids, none of them like swings and all that. They literally be in my shirt. It's no big deal. They're gonna be in my shirt. I'm gonna be walking around the house cooking with them in my shirt, holding them in my shirt. They get a little bigger, we'll get them a walker. Like it's no big deal. Thank you. Would you ever do a coupon tutorial? I don't coupon no more. I told Wood I need to start back. Thank you. No, I don't have any Amazon wish list. I don't want anything from anybody, guys. When I say I don't have anything for my kids, it's not me dry begging. Not be oh she dry. It's not me dry begging. I promise I don't want anything from y'all. I got it. I literally can go in the store and get everything we need when the time is right. Will you get a nanny? When I can afford it right now, I can't. Shh. Couponing is time consuming, so I feel like this. If you like are at a season in your life when you need to save, then couponing is a great option. But if you're at a season in your life where you need to utilize your time to make more money, unless I'm gonna start doing coupon videos, coupon is not worth it for me. I literally can go do something else that's more productive and less time consuming and earn more money. I do math all day. So the numbers got to make sense. For me, couponing isn't worth it. It's harder to do these days. Coupons are hard to get. It's not worth it. Thank you. Eventually. Good night. No, I don't want anything from anybody. I appreciate it, but I'll keep saying go to other people. My previous two babies, you guys gifted me stuff. I appreciate it. This round, no thanks. I got it. What's the most interesting thing that I've learned about raising boys? That they just people. They need love. They need hugs. They need positive affirmations. They're just as special as girls. I would say that. I hate how people be like, what about your daughter? Think about what you're teaching your daughter. Protect your daughter. You should think about what you're teaching your sons. You should protect your sons. You should hug your sons. You should tell your sons you love them. You proud of them. You should typically raise them the same, pretty much, in my opinion. When is your next class? My next class is next Wednesday. You can buy your ticket on my website, peachmcintyre.com. Thank you. It's $25 this next Wednesday. I just put it on there tonight. Thank you. Not yet. Yes, they whine. But it's because of a reason. Like when I was holding baby B, he was whining. I got it on video, but it was because he this is a robe because he had to poop. I could tell because how he was squirming. I was like, oh, he got to poop. He got a boo boo. And then once he did it, he wanted a little more because he wanted to be changed. And once he was changed, he was back good and comfy. Thank you. I would have loved to have a bunch of daughters. Oh, I would have been a great daughter mom, girl mom. No, my nanny wouldn't have to be older or unattractive. Men mess with unattractive women all the time. Normally, they cheat on you with somebody unattractive. They don't cheat on you with somebody who look better than you. What you have to be is secure. Thank you. Will you ever do a credit class outside of your e-guide? No, ma'am. I'm like rocking the baby but shaking my head. Thank you. Thank you. They'll still mess with people in their 60s. Am I secure? Yes. I'm very confident. Thank you. Welcome to the Peach Patch. He enjoying his stuff. Look. I don't think boys are easier than girls, but y'all know I have a bunch of different personalities. I feel like each child is different, so you kind of got to cater to each child's love language. I don't think it's that girls are harder than boys. It's that the girl child is different than your male child. And then all of my male children are different from each other. They all have different personalities. They all desire different things. Like McINTYRE love going outdoors. He like bike rides. He like being on his scooter. He love playing cards. He like doing math equations. He like cooking. Amazing Life like baking. He like watching videos. Like if you watch a movie with Amazing, that make his day. McKay want to talk. Gorgeous kind of want to do other stuff. Like, so each child is different. Trying to parent each of your kids the same is insane when each one has a different personality and a different love language, which once again, we get into that feeling of like your mom don't love you or your dad don't love you, and it's because they're not trying to cater to your love language. Your mom love language might be gift gifts, and yours might be quality time. And so she always giving you gifts but never quality time. So you still don't feel love because she never spoke your language. So as a mom, me understanding that, as a mom, I try to cater to everybody in my family's love language and give each of them what they desire because they're all so different from each other. Is it challenging? Yes. Do you feel like, what about me? Sometimes, yes. But I learned that that's the hardest part of parenting. The hardest part of parenting is every day is a battle between being selfish and being a parent. Every day I have to choose, do I want to be selfish today or do I want to be a mother? That's the hardest part. Sometimes I don't want to do the things that they need from me, but because I'm choosing to be a parent for them, I choose to do it. That's the hardest part. I feel like the generations before us were more selfish. They were choosing them and their own needs. It just go back to what my uncle said when I got pregnant with Gregory McKay, when he said your life is no longer your own. My uncle is a great dad. Like, I used to wish my uncle was my daddy. I'd be like, why that can't be my daddy? Meanwhile, my cousin, his daughter used to want my daddy to be her daddy. And I'm like, you stupid. Your daddy is amazing. He take family photos with y'all. He take y'all on cruises. He show up to everything. He get y'all all the time. Even when he was in prison, he took care of y'all like totally different from my dad, you know? I will write more books. Thank you. I enjoy having a big family. I enjoy it. Just imagine, I told Wood, I was like, I'm gonna have a beach house. The day we was riding by the beach. I was like, he was like, I can't believe people be wanting to pay all this money for these damn beach houses just to say they live by water. And I was like, I'm gonna have a beach house, me and my grandbabies. And I thought about it. I said, well, shit, me and my kids. Because my kids are seriously 17 years apart. Gregory McKay is 17, and these babies are 15. That forget grandbabies. I'm gonna be raising my own baby. I'm gonna be raising my own baby still. So I thought it was so funny. I was like, wow, I really do love my family, the family that I've created. I love the family I've created. My aunt, she used to always say, and I didn't understand it at first until I got a little older, wiser. She used to say, Peaches, sometimes you just gotta focus on the family you created. Peaches, you just need to focus on the family you created. And then when she nannied for me, she was like, Peaches, you need to focus on the family you created. These other motherfuckers, they grown. Focus on the family you created. She was like, sometimes I sit and I think my children would have turned out way different had I focused on the family I created. And I realized, like, she's absolutely right. Sometimes we be trying to incorporate our entire family and it's a hot mess versus you just take the family that you created and just focus on them. It'll be so much easier. It's kind of like how Eric Thomas say, he rather speak to kids that's in elementary school than grown adults. It's easier to inspire a child and instill certain values in a child than a grown up who already got their mind made up kind of thing. So same kind of concept, different kind of examples, different examples. But I feel like once I start doing that, things got better for me. No, not right now. They won't allow them to be together. I agree. I'm a grown up and I'm stubborn. There's things that I could have been stopped doing. Like I like, you need to stop gambling. I don't gamble right now. I could have been stopped gambling, but I wasn't ready. I didn't want to hear it. You know? So it's like, I understand. I don't have my chapstick right now. I'm like stuck. Oh, you know what? I do. Hold on. I got some lip gloss in this bag. Oh, do I got my bag? My kid's not like that. I'm not one of those mamas that make my kids do everything. I know, like, a lot of y'all old school, but I don't believe in child slavery. I don't make my kids watch their siblings, clean up behind their siblings. No, I believe you teach your kids to clean up behind themselves. And if you don't, then you clean up behind your kids. I ain't raising no childhood slaves. So my thought process is different. Does it make life a little bit more challenging? Yes. But teach them how to clean up. Ooh, this smells good. There we go. My lips look so much better. This is the best they look. They ain't crusty today. I say, ooh, go peaches. I feel like you could teach them how to clean up, but their older siblings shouldn't have to. Especially your girl child. Shouldn't have to clean up behind everybody. Them ain't their kids. The kids will be doing their own story times, and I'll be there to listen. I won't be on the internet saying, that's a lie. I'll do what I keep telling y'all. I would admit, acknowledge, apologize, make a plan to change and change, or tell them I'm not changing, but I'll still admit and apologize. I'm not changing. Here's why I'm not changing. It's that simple. I'm not going to deny the fact that my kids going to have their own story to tell. We all got one. I just choose to share mine. Y'all got one. Y'all kids got one. Some of y'all don't like that I tell mine because y'all kids' story similar. It triggers you. I know. Yes, my family and I are still going to Japan in November. It's a 17-hour flight. It's like, oh, my husband's talking about shit. We might as well rent a jet. I say, oh my goodness. He said, well, we might as well rent a private jet. Where I'm finna get this money from? I gotta go to work. But yes, a 17-hour flight. We kind of like 17 hours and like 50-minute flight. And that's nonstop. And we was like, how is choice gonna do? That's the biggest concern. But I'm like, we'll just have to go and see. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I barely show them. I go through seasons where I don't show my kids at all. Then I show them sometimes. Oh, wow, we're going to Disney in Japan or something. Yes, we're going to go to Disney in Japan because I want to go to the little Zootopia area. Yes. Thank you. The motels are very small. Trust me, I know. We'll make it work. It'll be an experience. McKay want to go to Tokyo. He has the opportunity to go to Paris, too. And I told him I think he should go to Paris. But I seen a little dirty side of Paris TikTok, but I'm still like, I want my son to go. I keep telling McKay, take advantage of your opportunities. Take advantage. You're not Wood worrying about money. He ain't worrying about money. That man said we should get on a private jet. I said, I'm the one worrying about the money, not Wood. Wood just came with the dream. And now, in my mind, I'm like, well, damn, how much a private jet cost? Let me see how I can make this happen. Thank you. A little house in Japan. I don't know. We gonna plan it out though. The goal is to go in November of next year. Like I want to spend Thanksgiving break in Japan. Thank you. I love hanging out with them when I ain't stressed about money and work. It's nice. That's how I feel. It's hard being a parent when you like worry about money and you gotta work and stuff. I ain't gonna say hard to be a parent. It's hard to enjoy parenthood. I enjoy being a mom. But if my life is a mess, like how I told y'all before in my vlogs, my house dirty, clothes unorganized, kids not on the schedule, stuff like that, that stresses me out and I can't enjoy motherhood. I got to get everything back in order. Once everything is back in order, I get to enjoy being a mom. I'm tucking kids in bed. I'm reading stories. I'm taking them to school. I'm making breakfast. Like, I get to enjoy this. Same with being a wife. When my husband helped me, I can enjoy being a wife. I don't got to be so frustrated and overwhelmed. Do you like being a breadwinner? I do. But I don't like being strong all the time. I won't lie. Like sometimes I wish my husband would cater to me and just let me like lay in the bed and sleep all day. Like just let me have a soft life. But I know who I married. I know that I'm gonna just have to pay for the soft life I used to. When my aunt nannied for me, my aunt literally used to come in my house, get my kids, my little babies out my bed, bathe them, get them dressed, drop my other kids off to school, take the babies to the Y, take them to dance practice, take them to swim lessons. Like literally did everything, and I could sleep in if I want to. I just had to pay for it. As far as my husband go, I like having my husband in my life. Like that part is for me. I like him. I don't like when he not treating me right. I won't lie, I don't like that, but I like him. That's who I want for myself. As challenging as it is, that's for me. Um, so yeah, I know like I'm gonna have to pay for a soft life. I know that. He's not gonna give me that. I'm gonna have to literally work hard, pay for me a nanny, and get me a soft life that way. You won't have to think about this anytime soon, but for fun, which of your kids will you think make you a grandma first? That's a stupid question. My kids are all minors. Asking me which one of my minor kids do I think will make me a grandmother first, being that they would have to have relations, and I don't desire that. I don't even want to think about that chapter in my life. That's stupid. There's so many other great things my kids could be besides making me a grandmother, right? Like literally, which one of my kids gonna be the first to graduate college? Which one of my kids gonna be the first to pursue acting? Like it's so many other things that they could do. The fact that that's what you want to know is crazy to me. They all little minor kids. Thank you. I wish you would have kept your nanny as your aunt. It just didn't work out. My aunt nanny for me wasn't gonna work much longer. Regardless, one was because she wanted the life that I was living. And it's always hard like that dealing with your family. Like I know me and some of my business owner friends talked about that. Like, oh, who said this? What Clarissa Shields just said recently. They don't want what you get them. They want what you have. It was kind of that kind of situation. I knew my aunt and I situation wasn't going to work much longer when we took the Disney trip and then we went to Aquatica and all that. And my aunt said, I want to thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for bringing me here. She had never been those places before. And she was like, but I want to do this with my own grandkids. So I already knew, like, this ain't going to work much longer. She desires what I'm giving, the life I'm giving my children. She desires that for her grandchildren. She don't desire that for my kids. So that was number one. And then number two was when she started sneaking taking my kids to my mama and letting my mama manipulate her into like hating being my nanny. And then when we went to Vegas, how she didn't want to watch them, she wanted to gamble. Like she started acting like she was better than me, and I'm paying you. It was crazy. So like the life that I was building, she wanted it for herself, but she wasn't doing the work, to get it. That's all. It's like that. That's how family gonna be. That's like people will go work for a job and they will literally work for a job and make $1,500 a week. They work for you one day and want you to get them $3,000 in a day. You don't even make that on your job, kind of stuff. So it's like you gotta learn how to deal with people outside of your family. Learn how to build a village outside of family. That will always be my piece of advice. You only want to help people to a certain extent. That's not true. I gave everybody around me the same opportunities as me. I literally taught my family how to do social media for free. They literally had the same opportunities as me. They chose to not take advantage until it was in a way to destroy me. That was their choice. But literally, when I first started on this journey, and for those of you who've been following me for the past 4 going on 5 years, y'all know that. When I first started on this journey, I told my whole family, let's do it together, aunt included, cousins included, brother, mama, sister included. None of them wanted to do it, wouldn't even subscribe to my YouTube channel. When I started making money on Facebook, I literally went to them and was like, hey, before I ever taught anybody else, I'm going to give y'all a 2-week head start before I teach the world. We can meet up every day. I taught them 3 times. One time paid them $50. So that's not true saying, oh, you want people to get to a certain extent. That's not true. They don't have the same work ethic as me. People think that I have it so easy. They don't know. I used to get up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and leave the house and record all day. Be up all, I dropped 3 long vlogs like this, 15 minutes or longer in a day. I still ain't even tapped back into that. Like, to say, oh, you don't want people to get to the same level as you, that's a lie. If that was the case, when I teach classes, I wouldn't teach people everything. I literally, if you come to one of my classes, I literally teach everything. I don't keep nothing to myself. Some people like, well, I ain't gonna teach them this. I literally teach everything because the secret to this is consistency. Most people ain't got it. When life get hard, people don't be willing to do it. The shit I'm going through, people would fold. They put the cameras down. I keep them up. Now, the other day, I ain't feel like recording. It was hard to keep the camera up the other day. I ain't gonna lie. But I got a little bit of footage. Y'all will see. But that's what it be. People want what you have, but they're not willing to put in the work. They're not willing to sacrifice. They're not willing to stay consistent. When life go to life and they quit and cry and say, why me? When life go to life and for me, I have learned to keep going anyways. Yep. Peach is always consistent, very. Even the other days when I just didn't upload on TikTok and Instagram for the first time, I didn't upload. People was like panicking. They was texting me because I always post. I haven't missed a day of posting in over 2 years. So for me to not post, but then other people was like, Peach is just on YouTube now. She's on YouTube. Thank you. You have a gift. Thank you. I know I have plenty of them. I know what my gifts are. I know all of them. So that's what you got to learn how to be. That's really the secret in this. It seems like when your husband upsets you, you start reflecting on your childhood trauma. Yeah, I do. It's not a seam, it is. Excuse me. Come to my class. I had a class Wednesday. It's $25. PeachMcIntyrE.com. Thank you. Y'all so funny. Well, I'm going to go see for myself, Regina. We'll have a vlog when we go. Money. No, I don't schedule my videos. And I still do everything myself. You know how big creators be like, I have an editor. I don't have no editor. I record my own videos. I host my own classes. I moderate my own stuff. I don't have no mods. I do everything myself. And I like it like that. Thank you. Nope, he's still in the incubator. We're trying to let him get bigger. Once he get bigger, then they'll let him out. Thank you. Yeah, I like doing the work. It keep me sharp. I don't use Chat GPT. I don't use Google AI. I do everything here. That girl's sharp. Sharp. And I love it. I love the fact that you taught me how to make cream of chicken with the cream of mushrooms with onions and bell peppers. It was a good time. I hope you ain't that girl that just made that damn TikTok and you put water in the can. Me and McKay, me and McKay was looking at that video. We was like, ooh, why would she put what? I hope you ain't the one that put the water in the can and then pour it in there. Because, girl, I ain't teach you that. With the oil on the chicken, I said butter. I ain't teach you that. Don't do that. That was not me. But cream of chicken is so good. Thank you, Miss Gwendolyn. I appreciate you and I agree. Thank you. Y'all know cream of chicken my favorite meal. I actually got that from my husband, mama. Um, Wood mama used to make cream of chicken, and I would never eat from his mama because she didn't like me. So, you know, if people don't like you, don't eat their food. But one day, his brother girlfriend kept telling me, man, you gotta try Miss Sophia cream of chicken. You gotta try Miss Sophia. I'm like, I ain't eating that shit. I ain't eating it. And she brought a plate and she was like, girl, try it. And I tried it and it was a good time. So when I got like my own place, I started making cream of chicken. Like my husband, mama, because it used to be like a big event. Like when Miss Sophia made cream of chicken, everybody in the family want to play. Everybody just happy. It was one of them happy meals. So when I got my own place, I wanted to cook for, for my husband, like something that's going to make him happy. And I started making cream of chicken. And it's really a good time. It is a struggle, love. That's fine. We both come from toxic environments. We unlearning things, relearning things, making the same mistakes as our damn parents, making different choices than our parents. It's hard. I admit that. But yeah, it's good. Thank you. Exactly. People think that my husband don't work because I make him not work. My husband is monetized literally on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. So he can make money. He got 3 monetized Facebook pages. Wood can make money as a content creator if he wants to. He will start and stop. Like he just started posting content, then he just stopped again. Whatever. If Wood want to go get a job, he can. If Wood want to restart his car wash, he got a whole truck. He could be mobile if he want. If he want to rent a building, he can. Like I literally support him in all his endeavors. That's just not what he desired to do. So we just in this place where it's like trying to figure it out, whatever. Thank you. Yeah, it's so good. If he don't want to be online, he don't got to be online. He literally could go do whatever he want. I don't stop him. Y'all be putting in this mind that I control this man. Oh, she controlling, she did. But I can't control him to be faithful. I can't control him to stay home on Fridays even after I have a baby. But I control him. Child, please. People do what they allow. Grown folks do what they allow. Wood don't want to be no damn truck driver. His friends was being funny. They know he don't want to drive no trucks. I ain't kicking my husband out. Oh, you kick your husband out. I need help with my kids, and I like my husband. Not all the time, but some of the time. I like my husband. Y'all go kick y'all man out and be lonely the fuck. I remember when I was young and dumb, I would listen to advice like that. A bitch would tell you to, excuse my language, would tell you to come go kick your man out, and they lay up with their man. That's worse. You kick your man out if you want to kick your man out, not because somebody telling you to. You take him back because you want to take him back, not because somebody tell you to. A real man can't get to me because I'm married. I'm a real married woman. I hope y'all know that. Like, I carry myself like a married woman at all times. No other man stands a chance with me because I carry myself as a married woman. Even when they say, well, your husband ain't acting like a married man, I don't care. I'll still act like a married woman. So there's no man that can come and like snatch me away from my husband because I carry myself like a married woman. Now, if I make the decision to not carry myself like a married woman, then it'll be that. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it. You ran to YouTube when I didn't post. Yes, I think it's okay for my children to see my toxic behavior. It's a real relationship. So this is what a real relationship looks like when you and your husband come from the backgrounds that we come from. This is what it looks like. Trying to make a marriage work when you guys didn't have great examples of marriage. When you come into the relationship with your own trauma and so does your husband. This is what a real relationship looks like. This is what two people growing together looks like. Even at times when they're going in two different directions and it's hard and it's frustrating. This is what it looks like. So, yes, I do not mind my children seeing that. I do not mind communicating with my children what's going on so they have an understanding. They're not confused. They understand what's going on. Nobody has to explain it to them because they see it. Thank you. No, my kids have a separate relationship with their daddy. McKay used to be upset, but as I previously stated, I had to explain to McKay to have his own relationship with his daddy. You're going to need your daddy for certain things, you're going to need your mama for certain things. You have to have your own relationship with your dad outside of what I have with him. Completely different. And I had to explain that to McKay. So he had to look at his daddy differently, right? Um, just because me and his dad going through a certain thing don't mean that him and his daddy got to go through what I'm going through, you know? If that makes sense to y'all. It might not to some of y'all. Thank you. I'll look it up. Thank you. We're not sharing. Thank you. You are crazy if you think those kids not holding grudges towards Wood. They may. That'll be their choice. Just like I hold my own grudges against my parents. That's my choice. Some of my siblings don't. That's their choice. That'll be their choice. I'm holding baby A. Thank you. Yes, it happens. The staff on the plane will prepare for your son with autism. They help a lot. Call ahead and inform him. I wonder how he gonna do. I think he'll be excited, but that's gonna be like a long plane ride, and as long as we won't have turbulence, I think we'll be fine. But we won't know until we try it. You know, it'll be more concerning is if he gonna how he gonna do on the way home. But my goal is to take my family to Hawaii in July for Gorgeous birthday. Well, first we got Choice birthday coming up, which Choice want to go to Universal, and he want a Minions cake. So Choice birthday this month. I don't know if the babies will be home or not when this happens, so we'll see. If the babies are home, then we'll stay in Orlando. If the babies aren't home, then we'll drive to Orlando and come back so I could see them. Um, for Choicey birthday. Then after Choicey birthday, we have McIntyre's birthday, which is my birthday as well. For McIntyre's birthday, he said he don't want nothing. Y'all know McIntyre is my kid that's the most thoughtful. He don't ask for nothing. He just like so chill. So I gotta try to like convince him to get something, do something for his birthday. My birthday this year, I don't have anything that I desire either. Then my husband's birthday is 10 days after ours in April. Then after that will be Gorgeous birthday. For Gorgeous birthday, she wants to go to Hawaii. That's like she came and told me like we going to Hawaii for my birthday. So we going to Hawaii for Gorgeous birthday in July. Hey. After that we have Wonderful and nope, we have oh I forgot about Phenomenal's birthday is in May. I don't know what we're doing for Phenomenal's birthday. But Gorgeous birthday gonna be Hawaii. And then August, we have the boys' birthday, Amazing and Wonderful. I don't know what we're doing for their birthdays. But then after that, November, we have McKay's birthday. So November, we're going to go to the Goal. We're going to Disney and Tokyo. That's the goal. Thank you. What the skin to skin do? Skin to skin helps the mother and baby to bond. Our heart rates will start to regulate together. Also, it helps with your milk supply. Like my body know, like I need to protect this baby. I need to make milk for this baby. It helps us bond, and it helps with his brain development as well. Skin to skin is very important. Thank you. I'm open to having more children. My tubes aren't tied. I'm not on birth control. I'm open to more children. My husband isn't. My husband said he gonna go ahead and get a vasectomy. So we're gonna see if he gonna go through with it. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for everybody else's birthday, but that's the goal. Hawaii. I'm thinking Disney cruise to Hawaii. The boys will be 6 months. You gotta be 6 months to go on a cruise. That's what we're gonna do. And then that trip to Tokyo will be like McKay graduation gift as well. Thank you. We'll see if he gonna get a vasectomy. He said he gonna get one. We'll see. He been was supposed to get a vasectomy before phenomenal. We missed the appointment, and now we done had 3 more kids. Thank you. I don't see it. I think Gregory McKay looked like me, which that means he looked like my daddy. Um, and my brothers. But y'all know out of all my daddy kids, I look the most like him. So I still be hoping that ain't my daddy for real. Thank you. I don't think that man ever gonna give up a girl, another girl. We most likely will have a nanny come with us when we go to Tokyo. I'm gonna start doing my Disney nannies when we go back to Disney, like stay for a vacation with the babies. I'm gonna bring our Disney. I'm gonna hire the Disney nannies. I've been following them for over a year, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get them to come with us because we still gonna be going to Disney. I hate when y'all be like, I know them kids tired of Disney. They will eventually get tired of Disney, and then we'll just go to Universal. Oh, you know what? Mason want to go to Legoland, so I'll probably do that for his birthday, Legoland, because we don't have our Legoland passes anymore. They all do except McKay, and McKay used to look just like Wood, and then he started looking like me. And then now people say gorgeous look like me and McKay, and I'm like, I don't see it yet. I'm sorry, you okay? Are you about to poopy? Hmm? You doing that little squirmy squirm like his brother just was doing before he pooped. Hey, hey, you okay? Yeah, I think we got a poop coming up. We like going to theme parks. He's so sweet. He's so sweet. Yeah, so like it changed. So I don't know. I always wanted Gorgeous to look like me, and she didn't. She looked identical to Wood. So now when people be like, "Oh, Gorgeous look just like you," I be like, "Thank goodness." I don't really see it, but yeah, it's been like that. Thank you. I'm looking younger, child. I'm just happy today. Like I'm genuinely happy. Thank you. I have 2 boys. Thank you. I don't see it. Get 2 baby carriers so you can carry one twin in the front. No, these babies going in my shirt. Both of my babies gonna be right here. Bloop, bloop. Y'all gotta be new here. I carry babies in my shirt. So they gonna both be in my shirt. Thank you. I am happy. I took a nap today. I took a nap yesterday. My husband helped. We had a meeting of the minds. So I am happy. I'm one of those women when me and my husband good, I be good. When me and my husband not good, oh my God, my life be in shambles. I won't lie, I'm one of those kind of women. Excuse me. You miss watching my casino lives. My husband keeps telling me to upload my Gamble with Peach videos because I got like 40 in my phone. I just haven't edited and uploaded them. Thank you. This is my big baby. This is baby A, the big guy. Yeah, I won't lie. We'll have to get somebody to watch our kids first. We used to try to have a date night, but all we used to do is go to the casino. And it used to be a disaster because we would go to the casino, and then if he lose his money, we used to go to the casino every Thursday night and spend a night. And he lose his money, he got a nasty attitude. Gamblers are emotionally abusive, and I had to learn that about myself so I could stop. When you're dealing with a gambler, when they win, they so kind. They'll buy you whatever. They so nice and happy. But when they lose, they so mean. They don't want to talk to you. They give you the silent treatment. They don't want to be bothered. So dealing with gamblers is very emotionally abusive. Do I ever watch Lady Luck? So I don't watch other people gamble, to be honest. My husband watch gambling videos. When y'all be like, Wood always on that phone. He be watching gambling videos. Me, I don't watch them, but I know who Lady Luck is. I've met Lady Luck. I've met Raja. I met I'm trying to think of the other names. I done met like all the big gambler channels. I done met them in person already. Um, I done looked at some of her videos, but I don't watch TV for real. Like I don't even really watch YouTube. The most you gonna get out of me is me like scrolling TikTok. Other than that, I don't watch TV. I don't watch YouTube. I be busy creating my own content, and then I be reading books and stuff. And lately I haven't even been surfing. Like I had deleted all my apps off my phone except YouTube, and I just been having tunnel vision. So for me, yes, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. For me, yeah, at the casino. Um, I don't I don't do a lot of the normal stuff. Now, yesterday I watched Tangled with Wonderful and Phenomenal. I literally sat on the couch with them and I watched the entire Tangled movie, which I like Tangled. I used to watch it with McKay, but I hadn't watched TV with my kids with no phone, just sitting there watching TV in years. That's not something I normally do. So I was like, oh, this is nice. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like all that stuff is wasteful. So like, and my husband watch a lot of TV. Like, we'll watch movies. We'll stay up all night watching movies. Him and his kids, they sleep and watch movies. I don't do stuff like that. I feel like it's wasteful. I don't watch TV. I rather go outside. I don't. I rather read a book. Like I just was reading to my kids. So, and when I read, when I'm in the NICU, all the nurses like to listen to me read. Yes. Thank you. So yeah, my stuff is like different. But I said I might start doing it. I might like watch one movie a week with the kids. My husband watch movies all night and work all day. Yeah, so people look at that kind of stuff as enjoyment, but I just know it's like other things you can be doing to improve yourself or to make money. So my mind works different. Pete, you need to write a children's book. We've been saying that for years. I've always said, I'm going to write a children's book and I'm going to have Gregory McKay illustrate the book. Gorgeous and Gregory now because Gorgeous is a good artist, but we still never did it. That's what I need to spend my time doing. I literally said that tonight when I was reading to my kids. I read two books. I read If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and I read I Love You to the Moon and Back. And I was like, you okay? I think you got a boo boo. Like, this book kind of suck. I could do a better job than this. I like If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. If you give a mouse a cookie, he will ask for a glass of milk. My other kids reading for them is whatchamacallit. Reading for them is amazing. Oh my God, he gonna want you to read 5 books. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you give a mouse a cookie, I would read it on here, but I would get a copyright claim. So I can't read it on here. I read this too tonight. If you give a mouse a cookie. But I like this book better. And I like the illustrations. And if you give a mouse a cookie, I'll read 2 little pages to you guys so we won't get a copyright claim. If you give a mouse a cookie, can you spot the mouse? Where's the mouse? He's going to ask for a glass of milk. When you give him the milk, I like this book. It's one of my favorites. But my favorite books out of all is Llama Llama. Even before they was Llama Llama Rip Jama Reach. Man, I've always loved Llama Llama. I don't know if you guys know about Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. When Gregory McKay was a baby, I signed up in the hospital for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And from the time he was born all the way up until I want to say Gregory was like 4 or 5, we got a book every month in the mail from Dolly Parton. And it was absolutely free. So McKay had a bunch of books, and I used to read to him all the time. And then I used to teach him Spanish. Like, I can't wait to be the mom that I want to be, the mom that I know I can be. I always tell McKay, I feel like out of all of my kids, he got the best version of me in his core years. From age 0 to 8, McKay got the very best version of me. He got a loving, nurturing, patient mom. Like, he just got a great version of me versus my other children. They didn't get that. I always feel like McINTYRE didn't get the best version of me. I feel like McINTYRE got the worst version of me, and I hate that for him, and I'm always concerned about him. He got like the working mom. When I had McINTYRE, had $1 million business, so I was like always working, busy. Then after the working mom, he got the depressed mom. He going broke, being depressed for like 2.5, almost 3 years. So he didn't get the best versions of me. Then me coming out of depression, and then me going back into being like a working mom, always busy working. So I always feel like McIntyre got that worst version of me. I was still loving, like, he still got the nurturing parts of me, like these babies do. I breastfed him, skin to skin, and all that stuff. But I wish I could have given him the same amount of attention and guidance that I gave Gregory McKay. I always tell McKay that, like, McKay got even Wood read books to McKay. Like, that was something that was so important. I got videos and pictures of Wood reading to Gregory, helping with homework every night, like, never missing a beat. School projects, never missing nothing, But my life was so different then. When I started Waste Language, Gregory was turning 7. So it was different, very different. Oh, happy belated birthday. My babies have names. Excuse me. It shows in Gregory McKay. He seems well rounded. Yeah, I always showed up for him. He was in sports. Like, you know, I've always been a good mom. Me and Wood was talking about that this morning. Like, I've always went to zoos, aquariums, libraries. But McKay got like the mom that could sit down and just like, McKay loved art since he was little. Sit down and draw with him, color with him, read with him, literally sit and play with toys with him. Like, he got, in my opinion, the best version of me. But it's my desire to give my other kids, excuse me, that as well. Like, I can't wait to get my farm and just be with my kids. That's my dream, is just to be a mom. Like, I would love to stay on my farm and, get milk from my cows, get the eggs, get my chicken. It's that one lady on TikTok. I don't know if y'all seen her, but she literally go get a chicken out her yard, put that chicken in that thing, cut the head. go to picking the flowers off of it, cut the chicken up, wash it, fry it, all in one. I'm like, I want that kind of life. That's the life I want. I want my kids on their ATVs, just riding around in the mud, teaching them how to shoot. I want that kind of life. That's what I want. I want me a little country life. It's coming. Just keep having your vision, baby. Yeah, that's what I want. And then I want McKay to live in the back, like, well, I'll say the front, however you want to put it. Like, my house going to be on this side, but on the other side, I'm going to build McKay a house. And he can come through his own entrance, and we going to go visit him. Me and all the kids, we're going to get on our little ATVs or our horses. Come on, let's go to McKay house. And we're going to stop by and see him. So he'll still have his own little separate life. But we could go bother him. But McKay don't desire to move out. You would think, like, he'll be like, oh, I can't wait to leave. He don't desire to leave. He don't desire to drive. None of that. Even the day I was like, McKay, you gonna drive yourself to school? He was like, no, I'm not ready yet. What? Versus us, we grew up so different that I can't wait to leave this house. I can't wait to get my own place. I hate it here. I can't wait to drive. I get away from it. Like, these kids are so different. Have you ever thought about a family compound? Yes. But I don't want to build all my kids a house where I live. Just McKay. Because he's going to be the oldest. My other kids, they going to stay with me for a long time. Like, I don't see Choice moving out. Um, my other kids, McINTYRE is 9. So it's like, I got a long way to go. I don't want no family compound for, like, that's not in my vision. I just want McKay to have his own house because he about to be 18. So he could have his little freedom on the opposite side and have his company, but still be close to us and we could go visit him. That's what I want. My other kids, when they grow up, I don't know what our vision will look like long term because I see us doing a lot of travel too. You don't, that's fair to your other children, not getting them the best version of you. It's not fair, but it's life. So just so you guys know, each child gets a different version of their parent. Each child, based on where the parent is. Like some of you guys feel like your older kids got the bad version of you. You was in the streets running around. You didn't know how to love. You didn't know how to be a nurturer. Versus your young kids, well, you done got settled down. You married now. They have a better life. Versus me, it was different. My firstborn kid, I wasn't wild running around in the streets. I was in school. I was driven. I was still going crazy about his daddy, but I spoke Spanish better than I do now, and I could read fluently in Spanish. So I would literally sit. You could ask my family. I would teach Gregory McKay sign language. I would teach him Spanish. I just did. I was more of a hands-on mom, versus when I became like a business owner mom. Like you got $1 million business, you got to work. It's different. So I know it's not fair, but it's just the reality of where I was. And then when I had Gorgeous, I was a depressed mom. So they got a different version of me. Um, each child, they could live in the same house. They could have the same mom and dad. You can read parenting books. They talk about that. Each child get a different version of the parents, even if they have the same mom and dad. They live in the same home. They get a different version. Is it fair? No, but it's reality. I got the worst version of my mom. Was 16 when she had me. She was still a child, but I love my mother, who she is today. I forgave her. That's great. Yep. Some of us get worse in adulthood. Some of y'all mamas start doing drugs and tricking out of nowhere. Your mama went from being okay to now she on drugs and tricking. And it's like, where did this come from? My mama had a friend like that. She was a school teacher. She had 3 kids. And then all of a sudden she met a man, started cheating on her husband, met a man, and started doing crack. We never saw that coming, leaving her kids in the house. So her older kids got this great mom who was smart, who was a school teacher, just wonderful with her kids, traveling with her kids. Her younger kids got a crackhead mama, and she died. So people change. Everybody's going to get a different version, even if they live in the same home. And if you read books about parenting and child development and stuff like that, you'll learn that. It's always a man. I don't think it's always a man. You think it is? Some men say it's always a woman. I really do need to write books because I done seen so much stuff. If I told y'all some of this stuff, y'all think I'm lying. Shit, y'all already be thinking I'm lying. And it be the truth. Is it because of your husband you've been different to your children? No. I just told y'all it wasn't nothing to do with Wood. It was something to do with me. So imagine going from like you're on Section 8, you're in college, you're on government assistance, where you can kind of like coast through life. It's kind of worry free. The only thing you might be worrying about is how your man doing you. Other than that, you don't got that many worries. Versus you have $1 million business. You made $1.3 million. You have a warehouse. Like you're making all this kind of money. Your life is different now. The things that you have to do is different. Now you actually gotta work. Like respond to emails. You don't got time to sit and read books. Or at least you're not making the time because you're focused, you're more money driven. So it's different. Even my kids who got the gambling addict mom, I don't care about none of that. I wanna gamble. All I'm thinking about is gambling, gambling. So each child get a different version of you. That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do for me. It has nothing to do with the man because I can still separate. Well, now that I'm older, I can. I can separate what my husband is doing from me being a parent. Like, okay, he's treating me like this, but I'm still gonna continue to show up for my children. Now, once upon a time, I used to be one of those, and I hate this version of myself, one of those depressed women, a man not acting right. I'm just laying down, folding, boo-hoo, crying. Why he doing me like this? Why don't nobody love me? I hate that version of self. But that's once who I was too. So some of my kids got that version of me. Now it's like no matter what he does, I'm gonna continue to show up for y'all. I chose this. Y'all didn't. I'm gonna continue to show up. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna clean. We going out the parks. Like I'm gonna continue to show up. So yeah, you change. Thank you. That's what I would love to do. I would love to be on my farm, making some applesauce, selling baby food, and writing books. I tell y'all my dream life is a mixture of Baby Boom. If y'all watch the movie Baby Boom, I'm showing my age, how old I am. You could tell I hung out with my grandma. Baby Boom. If you haven't watched that movie, go watch it. So my dream life is a mixture of Baby Boom and Funny Farm. It's a mixture of those. Cause you know, on Funny Farm, he was a writer. He didn't really know nothing about farming and all that stuff. He just wanted to sit down and write books, but it was like so much going on with the house. And then Baby Boom, she was a businesswoman, and she just got her cousin baby that passed away, and she don't know nothing about babies, and she lose the job and she lose the man, and she go on her farm and she start making this applesauce and it's so good. The baby like the baby food, and now she running her business. So like it's a mixture of being able to still do business as a businesswoman but still cater to my family and write books. And I would like to write music. Like I would like to have a studio on my farm where artists, big artists, come to my house to record. Like I don't have to leave my kids. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to be a big celebrity. I always tell people that I don't desire to be famous. People think that, oh, you want to be famous? My daddy always said that didn't make sense. I said I have zero desire to be famous. What I do for a living, how I'm making my money right now, it comes with fame. But I don't want to be famous. I like walking around with the bonnet. I like not wearing makeup. I like being ashy. I like being able to be myself. I like being normal. I hate when people come up crying and stuff to me. Girl, I'm not Rod Wave. Chill out. I don't like that. I like being normal, low key, nobody unknown. That's what I like. And I like being able to be with my kids. I love I love being with my kids if I'm not worrying about money. And in order to not worry about money, I gotta stop fucking gambling or win a jackpot and stay out of there. So that's what I desire for myself. Thank you. So I know some people that don't make sense, but I don't see me like being on tour and having to bring my kids and stuff like that. Like, I don't want that. I want to be home on my farm, homeschooling, making applesauce, riding horses. I do. Yeah, I love Rod Wave. That's my favorite rapper for those of you who are new here. But I say he about to not be my favorite. Y'all seen Boss Man D-Lo put me in his little video collage, child. I say Rod Wave ain't never repost me. And I had one video hit 16 million views and he ain't repost me. He be reposting everybody but me. I say I'm about to not be a Rod Wave fan. Go where I'm celebrated. Be a Boss Man D-Lo fan. Forget it. Thank you. We don't have mods. It's just Peach and a Peach Patch. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. I told you I live in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Lakewood Ranch, Florida, you literally are surrounded by ranches. Like, and Lakewood Ranch, Florida is a different kind of money. I'm talking about old school generational wealth. They have Sarasota has so many private schools. They even have a school over there where celebrities from all over the world send their kids. They got a boarding school where celebrities send their kids and stuff. You cannot get on campus. Like, it's different. But Lakewood Ranch, I love where I live. Every day I wake up and I see people living my dream life. They literally have farms and ranches, and you see horses everywhere. Like, I love where I live. I'm like, that's going to be me next. Like, that's what I want. When I was telling people I'm going to have a horse, I'm going to have $1 million house, people be like, yeah, right. Oh, in her dreams, oh, it's going to happen. It's taking more time than it should have, but the vision is still there. Oh, it's gonna happen. I promise you. I keep saying I'm gonna ride. My kids had them ride their Power Wheels, and I'm gonna take y'all like down the street. Let y'all see everybody riding their horses. This one lady, I want to say it's every Wednesday morning. She be riding her horse, and she'll have like 7 other horses behind her following her, and I just sit and I watch her like a weirdo. Like I want that. And I like Alabama TikTok. Like I like the trail rides because then I get to see like the black women, the black families that already own horses and cows and chickens, and that's what I want. I want to live someplace warm year round. I'm tired of the cold. Come to Florida. Yeah. Sure. Thank you. The real estate getting better. It is. I got y'all know I used to be a realtor, so like I still get the emails about what's going on in the market. And I got an email yesterday. One builder, I'm not gonna say the builder name, but they have 207 houses built right now with nobody in them. Nobody, like you could literally buy it and move in now. I was like, what? They got 207. Y'all know just a few months ago, um, excuse me, houses was like 6 months out, a year out. You can literally close on a house in 10 to 30 days and move in it. It's done. There's nobody in it. They got 207 inventory homes ready to go. I was like, that's crazy. I was talking to Wood about it. And then this house, I did a video of a house. It was like 369,000. They sold out of the house. It went up to 619,000. Now the house selling for 325,000. I said that's goody for them. That's what they get, being that greedy. But they hit them a lick at first. Thank you. Why did my parents name me Peaches? So my daddy named me. My name is Peaches Janae McIntyre. So Peaches, he said he just thought that was a beautiful name. But my sister mama, who was supposed to name my oldest sister Peaches, she said that Peaches was a girl my daddy liked. And that's why she named her daughter Peaches, but I stole her daughter name. And her daughter older than me. Whatever. So my daddy said he just thought Peaches was a beautiful name. Janae is from the Freddie Jackson song. I don't know if y'all know the Freddie Jackson song. He got a song literally called Janae. And he's talking about this girl that he like and he thinks she's so beautiful. Her name Janae. So my middle name Janae came from that. And then McIntyre is my dad's last name. So Peaches Janae McIntyre. My daddy always said when he have a daughter, he was gonna name her Peaches Janae McIntyre. I'm my dad's third daughter, but I'm the first child that whose mom actually named let him name her. And I'm the only child out of all the kids my daddy allegedly had. They said he had 22 kids. His obituary had 11 kids. I wasn't included by choice. But out of all of those alleged kids, I'm the only child he saw born out of all of them. I used to think that made me special, but it didn't. As I got older, that shit don't matter. Thank you. Yes, they already have names. What's the coldest temperature it gets in Florida? I would say sometimes it gets in the 30s and we don't come outside. Well, I live my Caucasian life now. So now it don't matter if it's raining or it's cold, we come outside. But back when I lived my black girl life, once it get like 50 degrees, black people don't come outside. At all. Thank you. It's a special name. Yeah. I used to hate my name growing up. I used to get picked on all the time. People automatically assume that I'm ghetto and I'm illiterate. I remember I went to a job interview, and this was before I knew you could sue people for discrimination and stuff. But I went to a job interview, and the man was like, "You need to put your real name on your job application." And I was like, "That's my name." He was like, "Your real name?" And I was like, "That is my name. My name is Peaches." He was like, "Your birth name that your parents get." And then I threw my ID on the table. I was like, "That is my real fucking name. And fuck you and fuck this job." That's my real name. But people automatically used to assume, like, you just so ghetto and ignorant. And I am ghetto and I can be ignorant, but I'm smart too. Then I learned to love my name later on because people never forget it. So I went from hating being named Peaches and getting picked on Peaches and Cream, Miss Peaches. Make sure you get me whatever, because last time you got me Super Girl. Like, just used to hate it. But then I learned to love it because now nobody ever forgets my name. No matter where I go, they just remember Peaches. Oh, that's Peaches. That's Peach. Well, in this case, Peach. So I learned to love it. I thought your name was a nickname. My real name is Peaches. I'm going into real estate. I failed the exam twice. Wish me luck. The way you pass the real estate exam is to focus on what you know, skip what you don't know. And at the end, you just come back and you say, any minute, mine and mo, which one of y'all is the answer, yo? And you just Christmas tree the rest. Remember, for the real estate exam, I think you got to get a 75% or a 70. I want to say it's 75. It's 100 questions. We're going to say 75%. That means you could get 25 questions wrong. Focus on what you know, skip everything else, come back and Christmas tree. I'm sure you know 75 right answers, and boom, you done. They don't care that you got a 75. The average realtor will fail the test 3 times. Now, me, I passed the first time, but I'm above average. You're most likely average. You about to take it a third time, so you should pass. But just focus on what you know. It's a 80 in Michigan. Okay, well then do your 80 questions. The 20 that you don't know, do the same thing. We don't care. I don't have test anxiety and McKay just like me. I don't study for tests and I don't have anxiety. People that be like, oh, I'm having anxiety and pain. I don't care. It is what it is. After you pass it, nobody cares. Thank you. Most of the people that's realtors failed the test too. Thank you. Yes, they have names. I feel like I got a piece of meat in my tooth. That's why I keep going like this. You can gamble on the phone. I don't gamble on my phone. That's one thing that's a boundary with me. I always said I wouldn't gamble on the phone because um, it's too dangerous. Then I would lose even more money. I like the fact that in order for me to gamble, I have to make sure I have somebody to watch my kids. I have to get in the car. I have to drive to the casino. I like smelling the cigarettes. I like hearing the machines. I like hearing somebody saying, yes, yes, yes. I like the whole ambiance of a casino. I don't gamble on my phone. You can, but I don't. I don't do sports betting, none of that. I don't even buy scratch offs or lotto tickets. I realized, I never win. So I've been stopped doing that about 2 years ago. Thank you. Y'all don't have reciprocity. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I like. I like being able to go get me something to eat. I like all of that stuff. I don't even think about the casino though. My husband at first he thought I was sneaking to the casino. Like when I'm coming to see the babies, he like literally like thinking in his head, oh she lying, she at the casino. I'm like, I haven't been to no damn casino. I've been coming straight home. He was like, what? I said, I don't think about the casino. It's kind of like when my husband said that when he stopped drinking, he just stopped. Like God took the taste out of his mouth. That's how I feel about gambling right now. Like I don't have a desire. I don't think about the casino. I don't be like, oh, I just want to go. Oh, if I could just go. You know how I fiend sometimes? I ain't fiending for it or nothing. Like it's not even on my mind. Thank you. Were you good at public speaking in school? Yes, I was. I also won storytelling competitions. So this is the thing. One, my great grandma raised me, so I'm used to talking because she was old. All you do is talk when you're old. So I talk. It got to the point where she stopped wanting to talk to me because I talk more than her. Like we've been on here, guys, for 96 minutes. That's an hour and a half, an hour and 36 minutes. To me, it feel like I've been on here for 12 minutes. Time just flying by. That's the gift of gab that I possess. So, one, I always talk to my grandma, so I'm used to talking for long periods of time. Number two, I talk to myself out loud all the time, and yes, I answer myself. If you talk to yourself and you don't communicate back, you're a fool. What is the purpose in talking to yourself and ignoring yourself? Me and my daddy had that conversation years ago. He was like, baby, it's okay if you talk to yourself, just don't answer yourself. And I said, that sounds stupid. Why would I purposely ignore myself? Me and myself, we have conversations. Okay? He was like, when you put it that way, it makes complete sense. You know? And then I won storytelling contests when I was little. I'm gonna find a story about the lady with the scarf around her neck. I used to tell that story and I used to tell it so good and I would win awards. And then, of course, in high school and in college, I took public speaking. So it just sharpened my skills. But I literally possess the gift of gab. I'm never nervous. I don't care that I don't pronounce words properly, that I speak Ebonics fluently. I don't care about that. I think it makes it better. You talk about your dad a lot. Why didn't you attend his funeral? Because I ain't fuck with that nigga. I don't like my dad. I hated him at his death. That's why. And I didn't like the living people that was there either. Simple. So you can have conversations with people and pick up wisdom from them, get lessons from them if you apply what they teach you, but you could still not like them. Do I have any childhood videos? I have one that a friend sent me of me in school that my music teacher posted. Thank you. That's it. That's all I got. Y'all know cameras wasn't big like this now. We ain't have cell phones. Your parents used to have a video camera. And most of our parents didn't have no video camera. You sound hurt. I don't sound hurt. That's a lie. If I was hurt, I'm very direct. I would be like, I'm hurt. Don't assume nothing from me. I could tell you myself. I don't sound hurt. I'm not hurt about it. Thank you. Do you like my husband's family? No, I don't like them and they don't like me. I'm irrelevant to them. They're irrelevant to me. He's not talking. He's getting comfortable. He's asleep. Thank you. Good night. We about to get ready to put him down in a moment. God can fix it all. Some things we don't want God to fix. Y'all do know there's people who hold grudges and they like it, right? I'm one of those people. I like to hold a grudge. I got a cousin I ain't talked to in 11 years, about $25. Then it went on to $10. I like holding grudges. Ooh, I love holding a grudge. You know, I'm not one of those forgiveness people outside of forgiving my husband and my kids. I like holding grudges. I like that. Thank you. Yep, that would be considered personal protected health information. Mind your business. Thank you. I'm an Aries. I love to hold a grudge. And I know people be like, oh, you can't catch your blessings if you're holding grudges. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Thank you. How do you deal with people that don't take accountability? I don't. Thank you. Yes. The hardest part about for me when it comes to the parents and forgiving and stuff like that, it be that they didn't change, right? They didn't admit. I go over four things. This is what I came up with. I didn't read it in the book, just based on like myself. Somebody said it's somebody that teach these same things, but these concepts I figured it out on my own. It's one, admitting, aka acknowledging. Most parents, when you talk about your trauma, they'll call you a liar. That's a lie. I did the best I could use a lie that never happened. That's a lie. That's a lie. Right? So that's number one. Number two, after you admit, so instead of saying that's a lie, you say, um, okay, yes, that did happen. Or that may have happened. I don't recall it, but it may have happened. Right? Number two, is apologize. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I'm sorry that I did that to you. I'm sorry I was on drugs. You know, you apologize. They don't do that. I ain't apologizing for no lie. Why would I apologize for a lie? I ain't gonna never Then number three is change. Like make a plan of change. Okay, here is how I can change. Here's what I could do better. What do you need from me? Well, I need you to do that. I need you to not ask me for money. I feel like you don't love me. You just want to use me. When you ask me for money, it makes me feel used. When I feel used, I feel like you don't love me. You only call me for money. Could you please not ask me for money anymore? It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel like you don't love me. And then they keep asking you for money and saying you owe them. So we're not changing. Maybe I made a plan and now you're not changing. So it's like none of those things are happening. So for me, it's like that was my beef with my parents. It wasn't about, oh, that happened years ago. It's the same. It's still the same. So for me, it just became to the point where it's just better to not deal with them. As far as your children go, if you learn to do those things, perhaps they will still communicate with you. But if not, when y'all say forgiveness is for you, holding grudges is also for you. Some people like to hold grudges. They feel good. It's a power thing. It's like, this feel good. It's kind of like a safety mechanism. You can't hurt me that way ever again. So while you guys might say, oh, forgiveness is for you, holding grudges is for you as well. So I like to hold a grudge. I'm just going to be honest. I love to hold a grudge. I'm good at it. I love it. Thank you. I did not speak to my mother for 4 years. She was off in 2021 after me finally speaking to her and her meeting my kids for 8 months. That's good for you. I don't give a fuck. I don't understand what's the purpose in you sharing the story. I don't care. I hope you ain't sharing that thinking that that's gonna make me make up with mine. My mind is made up. It's good as made. I hate that. What works for y'all don't work for me. You ready to go back? Yeah. Nope. Gorgeous like to cut her baby doll's hair. I don't want to play with dolls with Gorgeous. So let me tell y'all something. When it comes to me healing my childhood trauma, it's a personal thing. It's not, oh, well, go play with dolls with Gorgeous to heal your childhood trauma. No, I want to be by myself. Me and my inner child are going to do this alone. It's just for us. It's no difference than when I went to Disney World by myself to heal my inner child. My inner child loves Disney. We want to go to Disney by ourselves. We want to go take pictures with our favorite Disney characters, not have to watch no kid. It's a very selfish act. So, like inner child healing, I'm into inner child healing and mother wound healing and father wound healing, like wound healing. For me, those are very selfish acts. It's not about anybody else. When you're doing that kind of stuff, you do it by yourself. I ain't sorry. I said what I said and I meant it. Y'all be trying to make people like, I don't be knowing what the purpose in the stories. I don't know if y'all trying to make me, oh, I'm gonna go talk to my mama because of your story. Girl, I don't give a fuck about that. You better go back to when my daddy died. I ain't busted till yet. Still ain't cried. My mind is made up. I don't like that when y'all be telling these stories like y'all trying to correlate and manipulate me into doing something I don't want to do. No thanks. I don't care. Thank you. That's how I feel about it. But yeah. No, I still ain't cried. I don't know what the purpose of the story was. Was you trying to trauma bond with me? I don't be trying to trauma bond with y'all. Like, that's the thing. The way my mind works is like, girl, what was the purpose in your story? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Okay. What was your breaking point with your mom? You have a lot of old videos with her. For me, we had already been going through it a lot. Like even prior to me getting on YouTube, me and my mama relationship been rocky since I was about, I'm gonna say 22. I started to see my mom for who she was. I started to realize like, and that's gonna happen to every kid. You're gonna go through this stage where you see your parents as humans instead of parents. And when that happens, I talk to Mikhail about that all the time. I say, one day you're going to see me as a human, not as your mama. You're going to see me like for all my flaws. And when that day comes and you ready to talk about it, I'm open. He's like, what, mom? I said, it'll make sense. But when I was in my early 20s, I started to see my mama as a human and not as a mama no more. And I started to like pick up on all her little flaw ways. But what made me stop talking to her over a year ago, I can't recall why. Oh, I remember. It was like about money again. On why we stopped talking after I had the babies. It was about money. But I just stopped talking to her that time. Like, I'm not talking to her. She just like dramaed out, whatever. After she watched my kids, after I went to Texas, I paid her $5,000. Paid my sister 1,000 because my mom was going off about me missing my flight and not coming back in time. So I paid my sister. And then my mama took my kid. It was just so much drama. So, anyways, I just was like, I'm not going to deal with this lady. I'm going to just not talk to her. But I still was talking to my brother and my sisters. I mean, my brother and my sister. We were still talking, hanging out together, just not talking to my mama. Like, I'm cool on this lady. Like, done. But what made me say I'm never talking to my mom or anybody in my family again is when my mom lied and said I had the peach patch jumper. That was the craziest thing. Like, that situation could have ruined me. I'm at Disney World with my husband and my kids, and my sister had been calling me, but I don't know because I keep my phone on Do Not Disturb. Unless you my husband, my kids, or they school or something, my phone never rings. So when I get in the car, I see these missed calls. I'm like, what my sister was calling me for? Then I'm seeing people saying that your mama got jumped in the casino. I'm like, what? What? So I called my sister back, and my sister was like going off. Um, they was from the peach patch. I told them hoes, I ain't peach. I ain't peach. I whooped it. I ain't you. I ain't you. Like, it was so much animosity. Like, you ain't me. Like, what I got to do with this situation? Like, I'm at Disney World with my kids. I don't know what's, this is crazy. Plus, I know my mama's a good fighter. My mama liked to fight. I grew up, my mama done fought damn near the whole family. So it's like my mama loved to fight. The chances of somebody jumping her and beating her up, I ain't believe that at all. So I'm like, what? I still ain't say nothing. It wasn't until my brother got on the internet and like all night he made posts and videos about me and fuck the peach patch and the way my mind work is this is how I take care of my family. Like, y'all know the peach patch is my subscribers. This is how I take care of my family. This is how I was able to become self-sufficient. This is how I'm able to go to Disney World. So you guys keep saying fuck my livelihood. Like, what? About something, this baby look just like his daddy. About something that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, this is crazy. And the way my sister was saying, I ain't you, I ain't you. It was just crazy. So I still didn't say nothing until my brother started making all these posts. And it was at that point, like, I just lost it. And I just realized, oh, I know why me and my mama stopped talking. Okay, so the thing that happened with me and my mom before this was my childhood trauma song. So I made my song, that childhood trauma creep up on you like a thief in the night. My own mama and my own daddy didn't treat me right. Black sheep down the black. So I made that song first. We was already into it about the money situation, but when I made that song, she called and said, why you keep lying on me? And I said, what? How am I lying on you? You just lie. You keep lying. And I'm like, what? Like, she keeps saying my life experiences with her are lies. And I'm going on the internet, I keep lying on her. And I'm not lying on you. Like, these are real experiences. You did not raise me. My grandma raised me. You did make me bathe in your dirty bath water. You did call me bees and hoes. Like, fat bitches, dumb bitches, retarded bitches my whole life. Like, what part is the lie? You do favor my brother and my sister over me. What part is a lie? You know, so that part was like why I stopped talking to her altogether. And then I kept talking to my siblings. But because I know about narcissism and things like that, what my mama did was something called triangulation. And you guys can look it up. So because because I wasn't talking to my mom, but I was talking to my brother and my sister, it bothered my mom. Like, me and my brother and sister going to the zoo, we going to Busch Gardens, we going out to eat. We cool. I have a relationship with them. We cool. I'm just not cool with my mama. So that bothered her. So what she did was she made my siblings pretty much turn against me. And I never talked to none of them ever again. The things my brother said and did, I would never in my life talk to my brother ever again in life. My sister, even down to like my sister daughter wanting to fight me and them laughing about it. This is a child. I've never in my life, you'll never hear my kids disrespect grown-ups, especially relatives, and be like they want to fight relatives and I kiki and I laugh. Even the video of my mama sitting on the porch with my siblings, her and was sitting on the porch, her and my sister on the phone. That's triangulation. You sitting up there letting them two talk about me and you talking about me too and you kikiing and laughing. You're not being a mediator. You're not saying, oh, Drill, that's wrong. Tell Poo Poo no matter what. That's her auntie. Drill, that's not funny. That's her auntie. Like, none of that. It's a kiki. She said, what? Oh, baby, y'all don't never got to worry about me ever. Again, even this experience with having my kids and my husband taking them, I'm good. And my husband taking them to my mama while I gave birth. Well, I had already gave birth. by the time he came. But that'll never happen again. Like, my mama will never see my kids. So for me, it's like, nope. But if you read about like narcissism and the narcissist family dynamic, you'll learn about the golden child, the black sheep, aka the scapegoat child, and all this kind of stuff. Even when my family wanted me to come back, if y'all watch my mama them, then y'all saw this. When my mama them, when I stopped talking to my mom, like real deal, not dealing with her for real, not dealing with my siblings, going at it with them online, then all this stuff died down, and they started having these parties to act like they just one big happy family, and they started saying, "Come back, Peaches, Peaches, no matter what." My aunt, that was my nanny, literally, "Peaches, we family, no matter what, we family." What? They all trying to get you to come back in. The only reason why they want you to come back is to abuse you again. So when you're in a narcissistic family dynamics, what happens as the scapegoat black sheep, you're the reason for all the problems. You're always the problem. Oh, is Peach's kids bad? Peach is dirty. Peach is dumb. Peach is this. Like, it's always a Peaches. It's like this because of Peaches. It's like this because of Peaches. So when Peaches removes herself from the situation and the family's still fucked up, and the narcissist need a new source for supply, they start abusing other family members. The treatment that they used to give you, they're giving it to them. They want you to come back. It's not because they love you. They're not begging you to come back because y'all family. They're begging you to come back because when you come around, we could blame you for all the problems. We could say it's your fault. And with you gone, people realize that no, we really just fucked up. So we need you to come back. So had I not been educating myself on narcissism, scapegoat, black sheep, golden child, flying monkeys, gray rock, and things of that nature, then I would have never understood what was happening. I would have thought, oh, that's my family. They love me. They miss me. I just need to go back. Because look, my aunt that was nannying for me, she hanging out with my mama. They cool again. And she asking me to come back, even though she just wasn't speaking to me or my kids. What? Then you got family members that don't never come around all of a sudden. Oh, my auntie was a good auntie. My auntie was good. How would you know? You ain't never been around. You got people you ain't seen since third grade. Them called flying monkeys. So they do a smear campaign where they make it like you just this bad person. Flying monkeys just come out of the woodworks coming to say how much of a bad person you are and how great the narcissist is. Things of that nature. So because I know about the dynamics, I know to not come back, you know? I'm happy I got out of that situation and I plan on staying away. But yeah, they can't never. The only person in my family that I like think about is my nephew because I love my nephew. But other than that, nobody. Thank you. That's okay. I don't need no apologies, guys. It's life. But when you have kids, it makes it harder. I always tell people you don't know your childhood trauma till you have kids. And then the different stages of parenthood, because it's literally like, and I just seen a video on this and it made complete sense where they were basically saying, the man was like, you got to learn like your children are gifts. All your children are is like you at that age. Your 9-year-old child is you at 9. Your 17-year-old is you at 17. Like the hardest parts of you, they got those qualities. And you trying to like navigate and solve them and not make those same mistakes. That's the tricky part of parenting. And I think that's when you really get upset if you come from a family dynamics like mine, where you truly get upset about it. Thank you. That don't got nothing to do with my baby head. His head is secure. Baby, I know how to do this. I know what I'm doing. What we not finna do is act like I'm an unfit mom. That's not why his monitor going off. He got the hiccups. Thank you. Right, doing the most. But yeah, so once you learn about like narcissism and our family dynamics and all that, it'll make more sense. And I just hate how they uphold mom. Like, you could talk about your deadbeat daddy, but God forbid you talk about your narcissistic mama. Oh my God, the whole world want to attack you. They want to be so mad about it. Versus your daddy, you could dog your daddy out all day. But I feel like that generation of moms, the black mom, I don't know about other races, but that generation of black moms was the worst of the worst. I always tell people too, they didn't raise us. She wrong putting your children on live. She hasn't changed. I seen that. When people was tagging me, my mama did all that being a narcissist, like to try to show she perfect and she helping and I need her eye high kind of thing. That's all that was. That was so fake. My mama don't care about my kids. Mama didn't buy my kids nothing for Christmas. Not that we needed anything anyways, but we already didn't talk to you. You had no plans of buying them a Christmas gift. That was all fake. That, oh, this is what I miss. Just them running around. And girl, please. My mama never wanted to watch my kids. If she did, she wanted money. $1,000. She keep them for a couple hours kind of thing. Why did he take them over there? Because we ain't had nobody else. We used her. Simple put, we used her in our time of need. How evil of us to use my mother. We used her. Simple. Thank you. I don't want to go back to school. It's that simple. That doesn't mean she don't love you if she don't watch your kids. I know what the reasons why I feel like my mama don't love me. It has nothing to do with watching my kids. Are you new here? It has absolutely nothing to do with my mama not watching my kids. My mama ain't loved me my whole life. At least she didn't speak my love language. I grew up without hugs. I grew up without I love yous, without kisses. I grew up being called a dirty bitch, a fat bitch, a dumb bitch, a retarded bitch, a dumb hoe. I bathed in my mama dirty bath water. My mama waited till she got around family members to embarrass me and tell me how dirty my neck was and scrub my neck in front of people. When my family have gatherings, they bring it up and laugh about it in front of everybody, even when I say that hurts my feelings, they still do it kind of thing. Baby, I know why I feel the way I feel. I know my life, I lived it. I'm not going to be nice. I treat that hoe how she treated me. I talk to her how she talked to me. Two wrongs don't make it right and make us even. My mama could fool y'all and get online and act like she's so holy. Even the video, people tagged me in the video of my mama today when my mama did the video saying, and I had just watched it in the car with my husband, when she was like, oh, I'm happy I got a husband that love me. That looked like basically trying to take a jab at me because my husband don't act like he love me most days. So just like taking a jab at me. Like, I'm not stupid. I know who my mama is. I know what I'm dealing with. I always say I'm grateful for my stepdaddy for showing her love. I never say she's unworthy of love. I'm happy that he loved her. Best thing ever happened to us. I love my stepdaddy for that. That's why I bought him a car. And I said that many times. I love my stepdaddy more than I love my mom or my biological daddy. I've said it many times. I ain't doing Wake Up with Peach. Uh-uh. I'm just not ready yet. I thought I was going to be ready. I was like, nah, I ain't ready. It don't even matter, though, if people don't believe me. I'm used to not being believed. That's all they do on the internet is call me a compulsive liar. I never lie, except in the casino. But that's how they do. So that don't never surprise me. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, when I first said that, people was looking at me like I'm crazy. How you love your stepdaddy more than your mama and your daddy? That's something crazy to say. But if you grew up with parents like mine, then you understand. Y'all have to realize what I come from. Even when y'all talk about the trauma that I'm doing to my kids, etc., it's like me and my husband both come from a place, a background full of trauma. Wood don't talk about it. I do. We don't come from no solid two-parent household. We ain't had no good parents. May God bless you. He feel like his parents was good, but I know them bitches wasn't. May God bless you. You staying at the hospital? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm not sleepy, but yeah, I don't want to forgive. I hate when y'all tell me that. I'm not forgiving nobody but my husband and my kids and myself. Other than that, no. I ain't ready yet. When I get ready, I'll deal with it. At the current moment, nope. Thank you. So, that's my story to tell. So, oh, you don't talk to her, but you talking about her. So, it affected my life. It affected who I am as a person. I could talk about what I experienced. Thank you. I think you move on without them. I feel that's why I feel like no contact is important. Somebody said, I forget them, but how do I move on? You move on without them. Because if they haven't changed, all it's going to continue to do is re-trigger you. So you move on without them. If you going around them make you feel bad about yourself, when you leave there, you crying and shit, you feeling low, what am I going around here for to get hurt? You move on without them. It's a lot of black women that don't talk to their family. A lot of black men, too. We just don't talk about it out loud because we get shunned. Like when you tell people, oh, I don't talk to my mama, oh, you evil. Anybody that don't talk to their mama, they evil, they this, they that. And it's like, no, you're not. What helped me with that when I first had the experience, it was like in 2017. That's when I started feeling like I hate my mom. It just came over me one day. And I told my husband, I was like, I hate my mom. I just realized I hate my mom. And he was like, what? You sound crazy as hell. You can't hate your mama. You only get one mama. What the fuck wrong with you? Da, 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 da. And I'm like crying. He like going off because the idea of hating your mom is so... Hate is the word that I feel, Miss Darlene. That's how I feel. And so when I'm telling him this, he's saying I'm crazy. Then I tell my friend, and she say the same thing. You only get one mama. You can't hate. You crazy. You losing your mind. So you can't have this conversation with anybody. And then when I had looked online, I had just typed in, like, I hate my mom. And a thing popped up, and it was like, it's okay. They hated you first. Think about all the experiences you had that led you to feel this way. Da, 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 da. And I started processing those emotions, and I realized, like, that's what it was. Before, it ain't like you just wake up and you just hate your parents. Your parents did something to you to feel this way. And eventually you just started to. And I had that conversation with my mama, like, even prior to getting on the internet, I had already told my mama, I hate you. Like, you wasn't this, you did this. I hate you. I don't have love for you. We can't even have a conversation because we have nothing in common. You do understand that, right? Like, there's some parents, if you weren't my parent, I would not be your friend. I would never talk to you in real life because we have absolutely nothing in common. So it's like we started having those conversations then. So my mama been knew how I felt, and then she just didn't change. The favoritism was still there. My whole family do it, like putting my sister on a pedestal, putting me on the ground kind of thing, acting like I ain't nothing. So it's like, it's been like that. It's been like that since I was a kid and even in adulthood. If you wasn't making money, would you have your kids around? No. It ain't about money. It's about me knowing what I know now. And I hate that they do that. They always be like, it's about money. It's about money. Then when I don't got no money, don't nobody care. They only cared because I had money. But when they realized, oh, she broke, they left her alone because it was about money with them. It ain't about money with me. I'm always going to make money. I'm an Aries. I'm always going to make money. I equate money to love. I'm always going to make money. It just comes to me naturally. Like, I'm never going to be broke. I'm always going to always make money. Even when I'm broke, it's never going to last long. Like, it's just going to always, I'm always, my whole life, I'm just going to always get money. So it was never about that with me. It was about that with them. I know he can. But yeah, for me, mm-mm. How was you able to balance healing and being a mom? You still healing. Like certain parts of you are healed and certain parts of you are still healing. And that's what make you mad. When you're trying to parent different, if you come from a background like me and you're trying to parent different from your family, you only trying to parent different because you realize they was wrong. And then when you realize the way they did you was wrong, it gives you a emotion, like you get angry because it's like, how can I realize that this was jacked up and I can try to change it and they didn't realize it, they didn't care. So they didn't care, so now I don't care, kind of thing. Like even with me and my daddy, we had that conversation before my daddy died, and I have a video about talking to my daddy. We talked for hours. I'm talking about crying, cussing, fussing. We talked for hours face to face, like 2 years before he died. And I told him how I felt. I told him about the abandonment. I told him about the mistreatment of my mama and how not coming to see me, like not checking on me after you left this lady with a broken heart. I had to pay for the sins of my father. Like I talked to him about that. And then for him to do it again, for you to drive past me and my kids that you never met. Look at them 777s, 4 sevens in a row. Whoa, 8. Wow, I screenshotted that. But that was it for me. After that, I just knew, like, I told my daddy, you ain't gonna hurt me the same again. You ain't gonna keep hurting me the same way. Fuck you. And I meant that, and I stood on it to the day he died. I was never coming. Never coming. Never coming. No matter who talked to me, not coming, you know? And I feel good about it. I don't feel bad. Like, people think, oh, you're gonna weep, you're gonna be crying, falling over. I'm proud of myself for standing on business. The same way he stood on business with not giving a fuck. I'm proud of myself. I pat myself on the back. Thank you. I don't care. I don't want to be better than her in regards to that. That don't hurt my feelings. That using your mom don't make you any better than her. I don't care. She got used. She got a thank you, and we went on about our business. It's that simple. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Thank you. There we go. My baby in his other room. I think that'd be the problem. Y'all don't like the truth. Girl, don't worry about my damn kids. I know what I'm doing. Kind of shit. Baby moved. Is he positioned correctly? Girl, thank you. It ain't. It does. It's they don't care. That's what it boils down to. You don't care. I told you this hurted me. When you do this, you do. I know who I am. I've always known who I am. Years ago, I had made my daddy a Facebook page. And I told him, this when I only had Gregory McKay, this how long ago it was. It was like 15 years ago, 16 years ago. He asked me to make him a Facebook page. I made it. But I told him, I say, do your own password. And he was like, no, you my baby. You could do my I said, no, you better do your own password. I said, I know me. I'm vengeful. If you do something to me, I will delete your entire Facebook. I will go on your Facebook and start writing stuff about you like you wrote it. And he was like, man, That's crazy. You my daughter. You can have my Facebook page. And I made it for him, and he did exactly what I told him not to do. And I went on there and I deleted his whole Facebook and talked shit about him. And he was like, one thing about you, you said it and you meant it. He was like, I know who I am. I'm not one of these delusional people that I'm not a pretender. I don't do the church stuff. I'm not finna go to church and teach Sunday school and go sleep with that lady husband like my grandma. I'm never gonna let my grandma live that down. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna jump in hallelujah and pray and go sleep with that lady husband after I get out of church. Then since I left home to be with my side piece. That's not me. I'm gonna tell you, you always gonna know who you're dealing with. I don't like stuff like that. I know who I am. It's no difference than earlier when I told y'all I would never adopt a child because I know who I am. I don't have love for people. That's not Nene. I don't have love for people outside of my household. If it's not my husband and my kids, I don't have love for it. I know who I am. Y'all just want me to lie about who I am to pacify y'all. And y'all too grown for that. That's how I feel. You too grown for me to pacify you. You too grown to not be able to handle the truth. No matter how ugly it is, you're too grown for that. They're weirdos. That's all they could do. That's all they could do. You know, they can't have a conversation. They have to deflect. They can't handle a mother wound because they're the mother like my mom. They just like my mom. They can't handle it. So they have to deflect and bring up a husband. Oh, your husband did X, Y, and Z. They can't stick to the topic of mother wounds because how dare you? You only get one mama. That's how they controlling their kids, manipulating their kids into being abused. You only get one mama. You only get one mama. That's it. I'd hold grudges too. Thank you. I don't care. You have damn near 1,000 kids. Why would you adopt? Can we say hyperbole? Girl, hyperbole. But somebody suggested that earlier. They suggested that I adopt a little girl since I want another daughter. And I said, no, I don't have love for anybody else outside of my husband and my kids. I know my heart. I know I can't love anything that don't come from me. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are great at loving things that don't come from them. Some people hate everything about themselves, I think. That's why they love outsiders. Some people went through the same thing. Like, I'm not going to go there. I was going to tell y'all something, but I'm not going to go there because I don't want to stir a pot unintentionally. I'll stir a pot when it's intentional. Unintentionally, I don't want to stir a pot. But how some of you guys can love little stray little girls, runaways, because you was a runaway. So you see yourself in them, so that's why you can love on them. You wish somebody, meanwhile, your own kid that come from you, you can't love it because nobody loved you. So you just repeat the cycle. Versus me, I just choose different. I can't love nothing that ain't come from me. It's not in me. hmm Look at that story with them little boys. That was sick. Y'all seen that? Them two little boys that was it two or three? Them two little white boys that was adopted by them two white dads. Sick. That little story about, I can't think of them two lesbian ladies that adopted them black, or them little different race kids. They wasn't just black, different race kids, and then drove them off that bridge. That's crazy. What do you think about super religious people? I don't fuck with the church. I don't deal with the church at all. I always tell people, and I teach this to my kids, nobody hides behind God, the word of God, better than the devil. I teach that to my kids. I don't go in church. I don't step foot in there. I don't do that. I also always tell people, women with a lot of kids, you should not go to church. I feel like women who got a lot of kids, once you got about 4, definitely 5, you stay out of there. Because most of them people be pedophiles. Most of those people are foster parents. And they just want your kids so they could do things to them. I got cousins that stuff like that happen to. Stay away. Steer clear. They see you as a lick. Stay away. Steer clear. But when I say that, people, oh, you evil. Oh, church people not like that. Okay, go at your own risk, but don't say you weren't warned. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel, Wig Lounge. They prey on them. I feel like women with a lot of kids, like I have 9 children. I know that I'm a vulnerable woman. People see me as a lick. They think that I have low self esteem. If a man desires to be with me, he doesn't. He really desires to be with one of my children. Like my guard will always be up for stuff like that. Nobody don't really want a woman with a lot of kids. It's rare that you could find a man like Lynch Mob. My mama husband is a rarity. He ain't never tried to do nothing inappropriate to me. I don't think he's ever tried to do anything inappropriate with my siblings. I'm not 100% sure. Everybody had their own lives, but he's never done anything funny with me. Like he's just always been a stand-up man. I admire everything about him. But everybody not so lucky. My friends, they don't have those kind of stories. Theirs are not so lucky. So like they look at women like me as a lick. Churches do too. A lick. Society look at you like a dummy and a lick. So you have to already know that. Even like I had went to an IEP meeting for choice. They thought I was a dummy at first. Then I started practicing my self advocacy skills. They was trying to do something, and I said, "No, we're not doing that." They wanted to like cut a corner, and I was like, "No, because if this happens, X, Y, and Z." And the lady was like, "But we have to get this done today." And I said, "Well, then you have to do your job because now I feel like you are pressuring me into doing something that I don't want to do. I feel so pressured." That's a lawsuit, right? Oh, well, let me see what I can do. No, we don't want you to know. We don't want you to feel pressured. Oh my God, Miss McIntyre, please don't feel Baby, I have self advocacy skills. You're not dealing with a dummy. After they realize they're not dealing with a dummy and I understand this paperwork and I know the rules behind this and I know the verbiage to speak, whole nother tone. Everything I said I wanted in writing, they went and got all the documents to do it. So as a person with a lot of kids, you have to have advocacy skills for yourself and your children. You're supposed to be their biggest advocate, but you also need to know how to advocate for yourself. They're going to look at you like a dummy and a lick otherwise. So take it for what you want. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddies. Oh, I'm going to start using that. Yeah, you got to, it's literally in writing. It asks you, did anybody persuade you? Girl, that's a lawsuit. We had the state of Florida over here so fast. Hey, I'm too noisy. You tired of me now? So, yeah. Y'all could go Google that. What happened to those kids? So, listen, this is the thing. Y'all always be talking about y'all don't want to hurt somebody. Somebody said they want to tell this story, but they don't want to hurt somebody. They hurt you first. And it's not like you intention. I hate when people be like, oh, you're always bashing your mom. I'm not bashing my mom. I'm telling my story. It's not a bash. It's the truth. The truth is not a bash. That's like if my kids come out and be like, my mama, all she did was be dumb for my daddy and gamble all her damn money away and have more babies, even though she ain't own no house. That would not be a bash. I would never be like, don't be bashing me. It's the truth. It's not a bash. It's the truth. I hate that y'all think that way. If healing me may hurt somebody in the process, so be it. If they didn't want that to occur, they shouldn't have did it. It's that simple. I teach my kids that what goes on in this house can come out of the house. If it shouldn't have happened in the house, if it shouldn't have got out, then it shouldn't have happened in the house. I'm not one of those, What goes on in the house stays in the house kind of mamas. It's literally, if mama shouldn't have did it, if it can't get out to nobody, mama shouldn't have did it. I shouldn't have did it. It's that simple. That's what I teach my kids. I'm sorry. So that's how I feel about it. I hate when they do that. That's not your business. That's this, that's it. And then they stories, like even the things that happen to them, it affects you. I always tell people that, like even when mom be like, what happened with me and my daddy, that's my story. I told my story. You don't tell nobody that story. All of that stuff played a big part on you. It played a part on how they parented. It affects generations. What happened with your mama affected you. What happened with her mama affected you. What happened with her mom's mom affected you. It literally trickles down generations. Like we still feeling the effects of slavery. So to not care about history is crazy. What's your thoughts on being strong mentally? You gotta be. You gotta be. You're gonna have times where mentally you are weak. But I think once you develop the mindset that I have these days, which my daddy helped me get with his words, life is filled with adversity. Keep going anyways. Problems gonna happen. It's supposed to. I keep telling y'all December was like the worst month for me. But it don't feel that way. It don't look that way because I kept going. Now we in January. But December literally found a condom in my husband's truck in the back seat that I did not put there. That's not a skit. I know you guys want to believe it is, but it's not. Number two, gamble out of control, don't pay my rent, get an eviction filed. So the condom situation I think was December 6th. My eviction was filed December 12th. It was served December 16th. And then I had these babies on December 23rd. I mean, December 24th. Like, December was a hot mess. It was like back to back stuff, just like nonstop stuff. But we got through it because we kept going. Now we in January. It's like, hey, other people would have quit. Other people would have folded. You got through all that like a boss, you know? So I think being strong mentally, it definitely needs to happen. And you got to just teach your kids like problems is supposed to happen. Life ain't nothing but problems. Their job as a human is to solve the problem, be solution based. All that crying about it, it's okay. But get on your ET stuff, cry to keep going, cry to keep going. You're going to cry to quit. I love when you say that. You already crying anyways. You're going to cry to quit. Cry to keep going. Cry to keep going. I be on my ET stuff. Baby, I'm going to cry, but I'm going to keep going. Do you think you put more on yourself? Um, yes. I don't think I put more on myself. I think that I have a big responsibility, and if other people start dropping the ball, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to pick it up. I'm not going to let my life just fall apart when I literally could pick up all the pieces and keep going. Even though it's a heavy load, to whom much is given, much is required. I sat up here and chose to have 9 kids. When the load get heavy, I'm strong enough to carry it. Tears in her eyes, complaining, frustrated and all. I'm going to carry it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got it. That's how I feel. That's like Queen Leora did a video saying like she don't care what nobody say about me. I'm a good mom. And then people literally like, she gotta be. She don't have no choice. Yeah, because of what? I have a choice in this. I literally could be like, forget it. They call CPS on me so much. I could literally be like, take the kids. I quit. I'm tired. I literally could just leave my kids with their daddy and go on about my business, hop on a plane and be like, I don't care. I'll pay child support or catch me if you can. Like moms do it all the time. But every day I choose to be a parent. We talked about this earlier. I choose to not be selfish and I choose to do the hard part and show up for my kids. Even on days where I don't feel like it, I'm overwhelmed. Even on the days where I feel like daddy ain't doing nothing, he getting to sleep in and I chose this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Toya. Toya said work ethic unmatched. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you. We've been holding our baby now for over 2 hours. We're going to put him back. Thank you. There's room for improvement. I can't wait till they come home, though. Do you want more children? I'm open to more children. My husband don't want more children. Thank you. I don't care. I'll read your comment. Let's read it. Let's decipher this. She put, the love of money is the root of all evil. I don't love money. You have no conscience or soul to say such hateful things like your mama and ain't human. Work out that ish with the people that you have a problem with. Be courageous. It is worked out. My mama said hateful things to me first, and now that I match energy, I have no soul. I have no conscience. But when she said it, oh, she's human. What? Huh? What? It's that you only get one mama, the mama, the mama. When sometimes your mom was your first bully, your mama still your bully, your mama jealous of you, your mama don't want you to win, etc. How many kids do my husband have? He has 9 kids with me. Thank you. Imagine that double standard. They crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm ready for the twins to come home. I'm excited. I just gotta get a big vehicle because we're gonna be on go. You've been missing me on IG. I didn't even know you be on YouTube, Toya. But yeah, I had stopped posting on Instagram and TikTok for a little bit. I was doing an experiment. Thank you. We're gonna be doing car shopping videos. We're gonna be doing broke car tours. We ain't got no money. Let's look at a car anyways. Let's manifest me a 15 passenger van. Really, I only need a 12-seater, but you never know. Y'all acting like y'all never seen the movie Precious. Moms can be terrible. The book was so much worse. If you guys don't know, the movie Precious is based off the book Push. I read that book when I was in 9th grade or 10th. It's red and the white got white words on it say push. That movie ain't got nothing on that book. That book was so disturbing. But it happens. Okay then, Toya. I can't afford a Mercedes Sprinter van. That's not on my list. My vehicle gonna be budget friendly. I'm not rich right now. I'm regular. Not I'm gonna need a CDL. Yes, my kids got names. And if I do, so what? Yeah. That's a thing. They don't talk about narcissistic mothers enough. Black narcissist mothers. They don't talk about it. My husband has 9 children with me. That's all you need to concern yourself with. Okay, thank you. We're going to get ready to go to the other room. Thank you. Uh-huh. I can't go to the spa yet. I can't get in the jacuzzi or a tub for 8 more weeks. Well, 6 more weeks. You know, after a C-section, they recommend you don't take a bath for 8 weeks. You only could take showers and stuff. And going to the spa and not being able to get in the jacuzzi, go in a sauna, it's like it's boring. So that's why I don't do the spa while I'm pregnant or after I give birth via C-section because it's boring. Yep. Thank you. That's just his personality. And perhaps he is. When am I going to drop more music? I don't know. I'm sitting on so much talent. Thank you. You gonna look my book up? It's called Get Out Your Feelings and Get This Money. My husband was saying that to me. I was like, don't say that to me. I don't want to be strong. Nigga, I want to take a nap. Peach, I totally understand about narcissistic mothers. I told y'all I didn't learn that term until one day I was watching a YouTube video and this black girl was talking about how her mama was a narcissist and she started explaining all the traits. And I was like, oh my God, that's my mama. And I showed my brother and we went and told my mama she was a narcissist. And she got mad and cussed us out. And then the next time we talked to her about it, she was like, kind of listening, talking about she didn't know and stuff like that. They just like to say stuff. They want me to be an unfit mama so bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not you or your mammy. I'm sorry. Even with my childhood trauma, I did it better than you and your mammy. And mine too. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, not sorry. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. He like, girl. Yeah, his head little. So he can't really fit this. How do you stay in such good spirits with all the negativity? I cuss their ass out. And then I also know who I'm dealing with. So, like, you got to remember, like, some of these people just jealous of me. Some of these people are upset that I could live in my truth and they can't. Some of these people are exactly who my mother is, so it triggers them. How dare you? Talking about her is me talking about them. So when you know who you're dealing with, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When you know who you're dealing with, it don't bother you. Good job. They want to be me, Toya. Toya said y'all want to be me. When did I write a book? In 2017. I wrote it in 2 weeks. May God bless you. May God bless the baby. May God bless the baby. No. They be so mad. This the thing. A lot of women, they don't know how to be the type of mother that I am. And so it bothers them. Like they don't understand how I possess these skills. I have a lot of women come to me about motherhood. Like I said, there's always room for improvement, even for me. But I'm very nurturing and patient, and a lot of them don't possess those skills. And I enjoy motherhood. A lot of women don't enjoy being mothers. I love being a mom. I don't love doing it by myself. I'm never going to lie and say I love doing everything by myself. I don't. But when I have like a break and I have enough money to support my family and things of that nature, I love being a mom. I love everything about it. The highs and the lows. I love every stage. I love everything about being a mom. Like, I love it. So women who don't possess that quality, it bothers them. They can't understand, like, they got one kid and they're mind blown. Or they got 3 kids and they're mind blown. Everybody don't possess what I have. Did you always want to have children? No. I used to say I'm not having none. My granddaddy said before he died, he used to always say that, Peaches, you always say you was going to have 10 kids. You only got blah, blah, blah more to go. I'm like, I did not say that. He like, ever since she was a little girl, you always say you're going to have 10 kids. So to have 9, I be like, dang, Barlow. Dang, Barlow. He always said I wanted 10. Gorgeous be saying she want 10 kids. But no, initially I didn't want any kids. And then I fell in love with my husband. I wanted to have my husband, baby, my baby father. I wanted to have a baby with him. And then after that, every time my kids ain't need me no more, naturally as a woman, you start to want a baby. Your body's like that naturally. Like that's the way God made us. So how it works is we have a baby, we breastfeed the baby, and we don't have periods. If your body worked the way it's supposed to, the way God initially intended, and I'm not gonna argue with y'all, like that's not true. God ain't the way God initially made a woman's body to work. He made it so you ovulate, you get pregnant after you have relations, you give birth, you breastfeed your baby, you don't have any periods, and then once the baby don't need you as much, you stop breastfeeding. The baby don't go, y'all kind of separate. God is like, okay, the body, okay, we're ready to have another baby now. This one doesn't need me anymore. You ovulate, you have a period, you ovulate, you have relations, you get pregnant again, then your milk dry all the way up, and while you're pregnant, and you have another baby, and you repeat. So that's the way God intended. I think God meant for women to have a baby like me every 18 months to 2 years, every 18 to 24 months. I think that was his intent. So that's how it worked. It's natural. Your body be like craving, like, I just want a baby. And you be like, no, I don't want a baby. So your mind don't want the baby because you're thinking about the logistics. Like, I just had a baby. I don't have a big house. I don't have a big car. I don't have no money. So mentally, you feel like, no, you don't want a baby. But your body naturally, the way God intended for it to work, you naturally crave babies. I'm finna get off here because she finna do hands-on with the baby. Bye, y'all.